Good morning, everybody. This is Jean here, Jean Truelove from Truelove Quilts for You. Hope you're having a good morning. I wanted to just tell you, over the weekend, we had gone to visit our son Jean-Pierre and his wife Caitlin and their baby boy Warren. They're expecting a baby in June. And it was just so lovely. Just wanted to tell you that we had taken Maxwell, and Maxwell has stayed with his brothers. Jean-Pierre is 33 or 34, and Maxwell, he lives down in New Jersey near the beach, about half a mile from the bay, I should say. And Maxwell was desperate for a change of scenery. People were asking how our son Maxwell is doing since our little disaster. Oh, the other day. Oh, did I say this to you? Because he said it again the other day. Quite seriously. I thought, oh. He said, out of the blue, we were driving somewhere and he was quiet. He's been a little bit quiet. He said, I wonder what the next disaster will be and when it'll hit. I thought, and you know, if you're new here, we were impacted by a tornado that hit our home and flooded our home out, and we've been displaced for the last several months. Since September 1st, Hurricane Ida, and it was a life and death situation that we survived. Seriously, looking back on it, and I've been watching. Not that I'm binge watching, but some footage came up from other people's, like drone footage and footage from inside their homes in our area on YouTube. And I was watching it. We were, of course, inside the house when the hurricane or when the tornado hit. But some people were videoing it. I mean, we knew the aftermath, and it was very traumatic. And our son Maxwell, who's 21, he's autistic. He's very high functioning, awesome. You guys know him. But he was really traumatized to a great extent. But he's not saying anything. We're trying desperately to take one day at a time. He needed a change of scenery, so we went down to see Jean-Pierre and his baby and his wife in their lovely home. And Maxwell is staying with him for a week or so. He has a gaming room, and it's just this change of scenery that dear boy needs. Anyway, that's that. I know quite a few of you are asking how he is doing. We're all doing just okay. We're here, we're safe, we're well, we're keeping healthy, and we're just taking one day at a time. I don't have any quilting to show you, although I did pull out this quilt here. I did pull out this quilt. I made it years ago, and it was one on the chair, on the back of my chair at my old sewing room. And I was looking at it, and it's sort of this, what is it? I made it like in circles, and I really don't remember how I did it, because I know there's a pattern for this. Oh, I didn't even finish it. Oh, look, it's really old, and I didn't finish it. Oh, because I would have had to hand sew that. Forget that. Oh, there's another bit. Didn't finish it. Well, the body of it looks okay. You cut out circles and then you bat them inside. I really don't remember how I made it, but it is really very pretty. If it weren't like all shredded and needed to be hand sewed, all of these quilts that I've just sort of pulled out. I went over to my sewing room, and this was sort of just hanging around. And I thought, oh, I'll just bring it out and share it with you. That's what this video is all about. Again, I'm sharing. Sharing is caring, right? I am working on my my challenge, Jean Truelove's challenge quilt. And the first thing I did didn't work out. I wasn't inspired. Somebody said, don't worry, your inspiration will come. There's been a bit of drama in our family. But I've sort of almost a little bit inspired. So I'm working on something. And oh, just to let you know, Jen, my friend Jen, had such rave reviews about her giraffe quilt that she had made. She's going to come back into here soon. And we're going to have a giraffe naming video. I don't know how we're going to do it. Maybe spin the wheel or something, and she's going to choose a name that you guys had put forth, because her giraffe, we called it a him, and then we've decided it's definitely a her. So we got lots and lots of fun names. So Jen's going to be back very soon, so watch out for that video. But all this But all this video is I did it before, and I thought, since I'm not sewing all that much, and since I'm not inspired all that much or prolific, I'm going to share with you, again, what others have made, projects from the tutorials that they followed from me, that they've watched videos from me. And as you know, I had asked people to please send in their pictures. If you had made something that I had done, truelovequiltsforyou@gmail.com, send me your photographs and maybe your little story. And here's just a few of them I wanted to share. And again, if you guys, I know you do, read the comments, and I try to comment back. If I don't get 500 comments, I can't. But if I get a couple hundred comments, I try to comment back and have a conversation with you. And if you do read the comments, you will recognize the names. And I'm sure everybody recognizes Stefan, or Stefan, I believe it is. Becker Bauer, you know who you are. You were so kind in sending us some sweets. That was lovely. So it's so wonderful around the world. So Stefan sent me this. Dear Jean, I just watched your latest video, and I wanted to send some pictures of projects I made based on watching your videos. I made some cushions using what? My 10-minute quilt block in beautiful tropical batiks, and a little quilt with the Scrabble fabric crossword with our family names for my mom, which I gifted her last Christmas. I put a wool backing on it. Thank you again for all you do. All the best. Stefan. P.S. By the way, my challenge quilt top is done, as I already told you, and I will send the required pictures when it is quilted and bound. I used only 5 of the 6 fabrics because I didn't get the red paisley fabric. Again, you can refer to the True Love Quilting Challenge on my playlist for that. So Stefan used my 10-minute quilt block. Oh my word, this lovely block. He made this beautiful, I'm trying to do it slowly, this beautiful batik pillow cushion with my 10-minute quilt block. You see that block? He's made 4 of them, put them together, and made beautiful, beautiful cushion with batik fabrics. Here is another one that Stefan had made. Just beautiful, Stefan. Just beautiful. I know he likes batiks because you followed along to a certain extent on my 20 sampler quilt, my medallion quilt, Dear Jean quilt, and it was with the batiks. Look at that lovely pair of cushions he made, following my tutorial. Just beautiful. And then this makes me so happy. I made a Scrabble quilt. Again, I did a full tutorial on that, or I did a tutorial showing you how I made it. And this is Stefan's with all of the names of his lovely family, using the Scrabble fabric. These are individual, that's a panel, I should say, that has the letters of the Scrabble board game. And then we cut them apart and put them in a quilt. I had done that. And then, of course, as he said, he backed it with wool. What an awesome thing. I've never worked with wool, but he did a wool patchwork. Lovely, warm, super lovely quilt. Thank you, Stefan, for sharing that. That is awesome. I got another email from, this is from Kelly. Hi, Jean. I've been sewing for just over 2 years, and I've taught myself through YouTube videos. Isn't that awesome? That's fantastic. I found you earlier this year while searching YouTube for basket sewing patterns. My daughter was about to have our 2nd grandson and went in some storage baskets with a nautical theme. I was delighted to find your tutorial on these fabric baskets. I made her a full set, and she loves them. This is a tutorial where I did 5 different, from a larger one down to a smaller one, a fabric, a basket, boxed basket thing. She has diapers in one, baby socks in another, and so on. I love seeing your family, and love when Maxwell feels up to joining you in a video. One of these days he'll come back. God has blessed our family with 4 children, 2 son-in-laws, 2 grandchildren, and we look forward to the additions to come in the future. I also have been praying for y'all since the terrible disaster, and especially for Sweet Maxwell. Thank you so much, Kelly. I was able to get all but one fabric. Isn't that interesting? So many people couldn't find 1 or 2 fabrics for the quilt challenge, and I plan to start after the first of the year. I look forward to each new video you release. Many prayers and much love to you comes from West Virginia. God bless you. He certainly does, Kelly. So these, I think these are awesome. This is one of my most, again, one of my most popular videos that I show you how to make these fabric baskets. They're really handy. This one, the largest one, I can store, or in my old sewing room, when I had my sewing room, I could store, about maybe 15 10-inch square packs from the manufacturer. This one for me held a lot of my clips that I used to photograph, my clamps. I was storing threads in this one. Patterns in this one, my clamps, threads, and just some little notions in my small one. But as you can see, these are being used for babies, for anything on your dressing table, or in your sewing room, your hobby room. It's just delightful. Thank you so much. And then this is how they nest. I think that was an interesting photograph. Thank you so much, Kelly, for showing us that. Her polka dots. Ah, that's so sweet. And this one again, I love it. Hi, Jean. My name is Rochelle Stewart. Everyone calls me Shell. I was wondering because you follow me, and I've seen that name, Shell. I live in a small town, Emmett, Idaho. I'm 47 and I'm disabled from a degenerative neuron disease. Oh, I'm so sorry. Learning to quilt through you, that's me, has been such a joy for me, as I tend to get very discouraged by my limitations. I've been teaching myself to quilt in 2018 when my family and I lost nearly everything in a house fire. It was the only thing I got joy from. Thank God from above that my sewing machine survived the fire. All these disasters. Our sewing machine survived our flooding. When our house was being flooded and the hurricane winds were hitting, my 2 sons, Maxwell and Dominic, and my husband, flew back into the home, literally, to save my sewing machines and our computers and things up off the floor. So I'm so sorry for your loss, Shell. That's dreadful. A fire. That destroys everything. I'm so sorry. My next goal is to get comfortable with free motion quilting and start getting busy finishing all my quilt tops. If you do free motion quilting, it'll open up a whole new world to you. All of you guys, learn how to free motion quilt. Again, thank you for helping me, and know that you and your family are in my prayers. That's so wonderful, with many blessings and love. And this is Shell's lovely, what is it? 10-minute quilt block, 3-seam, in delightful colors, the teals and the peaches and the pinks. As you can see, so many people have made this lovely block and put it together in there. This one is with sashing, as you can see. Stefan made his cushions with no sashing, just the blocks. And this is an very, very nice stitching, Shell. This is a photograph up close of her when she turned this. If you're new to this, there is no curved piecing. There is no curved piecing on this quilt. There is no curved piecing. It's an easy block. What you're doing is you're turning a biased edge, this biased frame here, right there, and you're top stitching it down. So if you guys haven't, I'm sure since you've watched me, you have seen me make this block dozens of times, because it is my go-to. But as you can see, it's a lot of people's go-to. Oh, that's just delightful, Shell. That is really so very pretty. Thank you so very much for sharing that. I have one more here. Oh, this is lovely. This is from Anita. And if you remember, Anita she lives in London, and she made me she painted a small watercolor picture of the bridge. Do you remember that I had shared with you? We had a bridge that was torn down and and they replaced it. The bridge is okay, but not as historic and pretty as the old bridge. And Anita sent us a lovely, beautiful, lovely watercolor. So thank you, Anita. I can't remember if I sent you the picture of the quilt I made after you first showed how to make one. But I made countless tote bags using this pattern. Now this, thank you, best regards from London, Anita. This is my Bargello tutorial. I didn't know, if you know what a Bargello is, which I'll show you, this is Anita's Bargello, or perhaps it goes like that, however it goes. And it looks very complicated. It looks like, oh my word. And when I was looking for years at patterns for a Bargello quilt, I was like confused like anything. It's like the math, like cut, or just the numbers I should say, not the math. It's the numbers, you know, cut 21 1/4, cut 31 1/8, cut 21 1/2, cut 22 1/4 strips, and then attach, and da. I was totally inundated, so I really did like the look of the quilt, but I thought I can't do that. So I actually sort of deconstructed my own tutorial, or I did deconstructed in my brain how to try to make this, and I did a tutorial. And this is Anita's beautiful soft colors. Oh, I love it. So pretty. These are my colors. Just love them. And you can see that tutorial. That's my Bargello. I think there's about 3 or 4 different parts to that tutorial. My Bargello quilt. And again, this is thank you so much, Anita. This is from Holly. Isn't this awesome? I love it. What is it going to be? I love this one. This is from Holly. These are the pillows I made using your tutorial. They are a wedding gift for my friend's daughter. The red tissue lame fabric is from the bridesmaids' dresses I wore to her parents' wedding 33 years ago. I think they turned out great. Thank you so much for sharing your talent with others so that we can create too. Hope all is well with you and your family. Thanks again, Holly. That is the coolest thing. She saved her bridesmaid's dress from girl's parents 33 years ago. Girl after my own heart. We get rid of nothing. And she made these lovely pillows using my mock cathedral windows tutorial. Look at that. Look at them. The beautiful red lame fabric. Isn't it just gorgeous and delightful? So as you can see, she flipped the red lame. This is the insert, and this is the background. Again, this is my mock cathedral windows pillow. I did a whole tutorial. It uses a lot of fabric, and it looks hard. Again, no curved piecing. It's sort of like sort of the same principle as my 10-minute quilt block, but not. But it's easy. It looks hard, and she rounded the corners of her pillows. It is just absolutely beautiful, and to utilize the fabric that means so much to that family. This is what it's all about. I have one more, and this is I just received this from Sherry. Sherry, you know who you are. You're so very kind. Sherry sends things to Maxwell in the post. It's just such a lovely thing. She just finished her first set of bowl cozies. This was a gift to my daughter. She is decorating her kitchen in Disney theme. I made microwave safe bowl cozies. In the quilting world or in the craft world, there are a dime a dozen that you make something that can be put in the microwave. Now, I made them, and a lot of people use them in the microwave so they don't burn their fingers getting their bowls out. I didn't use, and you have to use 100% cotton, no metal whatsoever. I don't put these in the microwave. I would use them and put maybe icy cold bowl of ice cream in it, or a hot bowl of soup afterwards. A lot of people put them in the microwave. I don't think personally, I don't think fabric and ovens and microwaves go together. There have been incidences of scorching and fires because they haven't used fire resistant whatever. I don't do that, but I think they're awesome for to hold your hand, to hold a hot bowl of soup afterwards. A lot of people disagree with me, but that's just my personal opinion. But Sherry made these lovely Disney bowl cozies. As you can see, the bowl fits in them. for either ice, for cold bowls or for hot things, for hot soups. In the Disney fabric. Oh, your daughter's gonna love them, Sherry. Again, so that's what I have to share with you this morning, all from our friends, all from my subscribers. I don't like to call you followers. You know, people follow me and I'm like, no, that sounds like a cult. I don't like that. So you're my subscribers. And again, if you're new to YouTube, you don't have to pay to subscribe. I was watching another video and somebody was all concerned. They're like, well, if I subscribe, how much is it gonna cost? That word is deceiving. You don't have to pay to watch YouTube whatsoever. You do have to watch some of the commercials, the ads in between, which is a pain in the neck. So if you watch me and you suffer through the ads to watch me waffle on, I so appreciate it. But I just love sharing what I've created in the past, because again, I'm not sewing all that much right now. I'm working on a few things that I will share in the upcoming videos, but not an awfully lot. But as I said, I have a whole bunch of tutorials that people have actually watched. And again, I don't have written things. I don't do that. Oh, that's another thing. Jen will address it when she comes. Everybody is saying, make a pattern, make a pattern, make a pattern for your lovely giraffe, whatever her name will be. But I texted Jen. I'm like, Jen, you gotta make a pattern because it is awesome. Her giraffe is awesome. She was saying I couldn't do that because we talk. That's what we do. We just talk, and to go through the hassle of writing a pattern and putting things down, and I guess it's just like we create things out of our own head. By all means, I know other people have taken some of my tutorials and made money by doing it, by figuring it out, by writing it down, by, you know, I mean, there's nothing new under the sun. Come on, cut me a break. You know, like if 8 billion people want to make money from copying something I have, fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. More power to you. I don't have the money or the inclination or the time to do that. Neither does Jen. So by all means, copy her giraffe quilt and make one of your own. And we're gonna talk about that when she comes. Again, sharing, you know. But again, if people want to make a pattern, that's awesome. You know, again, more power to you. We're just like that. It's like, oh, come on, share the joy. So I just wanted to thank you and to say hello. Maxwell is okay. He's just okay. We are taking one day at a time. And as everybody says, they're including us in your prayers. And as I've said before, we've absolutely felt it. We're in this, not even a holding position. We're living, we're enjoying our life, we're enjoying nature, we're enjoying our family as much as we can in these unprecedented, sad, wicked, horribly weird times. And again, we're taking one day at a time. And thanking you all for your prayers and your wishes to the Truelove family. And I hope you've enjoyed this little segment of what I can bring you when I can bring you. But again, look out for Jen. She'll be back. And yeah, we'll be having a nice chat then. All right, folks. Love from the Trueloves. See you later.